Okay, plumbing tip for you. How to get temporary water from a submersible well pump, just to support testing your plumbing, waste and vent and water systems. So we're plumbing this house here, and the builder said, hey, I got a wellhead in the back. There's actually a pump in it. That's the best I got for you. We actually showed up, and the well driller did something really awesome. So they drilled the well and they actually set the pump. It's a 3-wire 240 volt 20 gallon per minute 1 horsepower pump, but they already plumbed it, and they got it plumbed to a pitless adapter. Out of the pitless adapter they have a standpipe with a hose bib and a relief valve. The reason why they're putting the relief valve here is there's going to be nothing that turns off the pump. After we temporary wire this off of our generator, it's going to be generator on or generator off. There's no pressure switch or pressure tank that the pump is pumping up to, and there's no pressure switch turning that pump off. So it's going to be generator on, generator off, pump off. So this is what they did, which is really smart. So this wire right here is what they call pump wire, 3-wire pump wire. There's a red, a black, a yellow, and a ground. And this is what provides power down to the pump. This wire goes all the way down to the pump, 70, 80, 90 feet down. The 220 from the breaker panel goes to the control box. So there's an L1 and L2 here, which you lead from the breaker panel. So normally you would do a 2-pole 20 amp breaker, and it would provide the two 120 leads that you need for the pump. But those 120 leads go into this control box, which has a capacitor on it that does a soft start on the motor 70, 80 feet down. But what they did, what was really smart, was they pre-wired it for us. So all we have to do is show up with a generator that can provide 240 volts and a cord, and wire nut it to these two ends. So this is what they left us: a ground, a black, and a red. So they left us 2 leads going to the control box and a ground. So this is what we did. So we got a cord. And we got a generator. We went to the store and got us a 240 volt plug that matches up to our generator. Okay. Now all we gotta do is fire off the generator. So before we do that, let's do some double checks. So we're plugged in there. Our wire nut is there, that goes to the control box. There's nothing more that we need to do there. Here's the standpipe. We got the hose bib on. So when that turns on, it's immediately going to have some flow and something to do. So we got a hose on it. It goes over here. So when we fire that off, we should see water coming out of here. Okay, let's do it. This is one big plumbing tip. So this is part of it: how to fire up a generator. This generator is just straight propane generator. This isn't a dual fuel, so it only runs on propane. So hook up the propane, turn it on. This one's really cool because it actually provides a step-by-step, and if you just follow those steps perfectly, it fires up. But here's basically one. Hook up the propane tank, check the oil. So let's check the oil real quick. Check the oil. Boom, plenty of it. Look at that, plenty of oil. So we are good there. Okay, plug in your electrical cord. Okay, we're plugged in. Turn on the propane tank. Boom, we're plugged in. It wants us to prime it by hitting this prime port right here, and you can actually hear it run. Now we're getting the air out of the hose there, getting nothing but nice pure propane to the generator. Boom, that's done. Right over here is it actually wants to turn it on here, so boom, turn it on. So then here, the next step is to open the choke, right? I should say close the choke. Now we're closed. So close the choke, and it wants me to pull the cord 2 times. Then open the choke and pull the cord 2 times, and we'll be on. Okay, So now I'm going to do that over here because this is going to fire off. And what I want you to see is once I fire that off, since everything's on and plugged in, we're going to have juice over here. So as soon as I fire that off, if you stay right here, you'll probably hear that. You'll probably hear the humming of the pump. And then you can pan that way and you'll see it'll take probably about a good 10 seconds for it to come up the drop pipe through a 100-foot of hose and out that head. Okay, here we go. What I mean by 10 seconds is instantly.
It was instant.
Wow, that was instant. Beautiful. Wow. Gorgeous water right off the bat.
Wow. Oh, not gorgeous water. Oh, it's brown now. It was so crystal clear a minute ago.
Now, this water's just been chilling in that casing for over a year. Since its first draw out, since it was drilled about a year and a half ago, actually.
Wow.
Odor or anything, any kind of. Oh, now look at this. Look over here.
Uh-oh.
That's a really strong pump, right? Look how much I have to restrict this for that 100. So the pressure is built up over 100 pounds per square inch for it to blow out that relief. So the relief's doing its job. That's a strong pump right there. I think we're just going to let this run for about 20-30 minutes, trying to clean it. Okay. Dropped off today. Takes about a week. They actually ship it off to the manufacturer, so they'll get it off from the mail. This is Thursday, so they'll get it off tomorrow, and we'll probably get results by Tuesday. That's actually really nice water. The only thing is it just had a little bit of sulfur smell to it, so it will need filtration to get that sulfur out of there. And you never know it, but it could have a little bit of iron in it as well. But so far so good. I see low sediment. It's not discolored. It doesn't have a huge amount of iron in it, which would make it orange. It's really settling to be nice and clean. So that's good. That's a good sign.